What's going on, guys? It's Ted Carr here, filming live from the brand new studio. As you can see, the white walls have been painted behind me and to the sides of me. It looks good. And I'm really excited to start cranking out some videos for you guys here in the studio before I fly away for the winter. Before I go away for the winter, I want to talk about weight loss with you guys, because on December 1st, I'm starting a 30-day weight loss challenge. And the 30-day weight loss challenge is for people who want to join me in losing 10 pounds in the course of 30 days. Now, some people might say, that's not realistic to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. That's extremely realistic, because there are people who are losing 20 pounds in 30 days. In fact, there are people who are losing 30 pounds in 30 days by just getting on juice and high water content fruit. They're just following a juice and high water content fruit program, and they're losing a pound a day for 30 days. Mind you, these people have a lot of weight to lose. They're probably in the 300, 400 pound category. But even if you're like me, who's just 10 pounds overweight, then you can easily and enjoyably lose that over the course of 30 days without issue. Now, the reason I'm overweight now, you might say, Ted, you don't look overweight, your face looks fine, whatever. I've intentionally gained 10 pounds. When I'm at my absolute maintainable weight year-round without even thinking about food, I'm probably like 135 to 140, and that's just like me, like just eating when I feel like it, if I feel like it, not concerned about weight at all. I'm about 130, 140. If I'm lifting heavy weights and I'm conscious about building some muscle, then I'm going to be sitting at about 150. Now I'm like 160, 162, and that's because I've intentionally been eating a lot, trying to bulk up for this winter before I cut for this December challenge with you guys right now that's coming up in just a few days. So, in fact, maybe by the time you're watching this, it's already past December and you're like, hey, that December challenge sounds good, I want to join. No problem, you can join anytime just by visiting the 30dayweightloschallenge.com. But in this video, I want to get right to the point here now, long enough intro. The 3 tips for weight loss that I want everybody to know. The first tip is that you've got to appreciate and love yourself now. If you can't appreciate and love yourself now, it's not going to matter if you lose the weight or not, because even once you do lose the weight, you're still not going to be appreciating and loving yourself. And life sucks when you don't love and appreciate yourself. So practice appreciating yourself now. Practice just the art of self-love, the practice of self-love. Be your own best friend. Be cool with who you are. Be cool with you. And one way to do that, one practical tip to do that would just be to practice gratitude, just saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for 2 minutes, and be sure to include yourself in that list of things and people that you're thanking. And the other thing that you can do is you can just sit and be with yourself, be alone with yourself. Be alone with yourself for 10, 15 minutes and just meditate. And if you've never meditated before, you can start with just a minute. So that is a great way to cultivate self-love. Just meditate for a minute. You can go from there, but start there. So just practice the art of self-love, all right? That's tip number 1. The reason I give that tip as a weight loss tip is because the only reason you want to lose weight anyway is to feel better about yourself. You might say, oh no, it's to look better. Well, why do you want to look better? Well, to feel better, exactly. So you can just start feeling better now by loving and appreciating yourself as you are. That will make the whole weight loss journey so much easier, because every day that goes by, you're cool. You're in love with yourself. Whether you lose the weight or even you gain some more weight, you're cool with yourself. That's super, super important. Tip number 2 is to know exactly what you want to look like. This is a 2-part tip here. So tip 2 is a 2-part. Number 1, know what you want to look like. So either flip through magazines and pick a body, or go on the internet and pick a body, or go on Tumblr, pick a body, whatever it is. Have an ideal body image in mind. Know that you're not going to look exactly like that. Everyone's genetically different, for sure. Some people have bigger calves genetically, some people have bigger quads and hamstrings and butts and pecs and boobs and shoulders and forearms and hands and necks, and everyone's different length. But for the most part, you can pick generally what you want to look like. For example, all NFL players pretty much look the same. All hockey players, the body builds, they all pretty much look the same. All soccer players pretty much look the same. All the top triathletes pretty much look the same. All top marathon runners pretty much look the same. There's just different categories, different builds for each sport out there. So find what kind of body type that you like, what kind of model you like, whatever, and just have that image in mind. The second part of tip 2 is to see yourself as that person now. When you look in the mirror, see yourself having those attributes, see yourself having those characteristics of that body type now. You might look and see, hey, your collarbone is showing. You might see, hey, your shoulders are creating a little curve here. You might see that your biceps are popping. You might see a little more curve in your butt or whatever. Start looking for that in yourself now, because you can. You already have some of the attributes, you already have some of the characteristics. It's now about just enhancing those. So look for them in your body. A lot of people look for faults. They say, oh, look at my big nose, look at my big gut, look at my big ears, look at my ugly eyebrows or whatever it is. But you can look, just like negative people look for the negative in all things, you can be the positive person looking for the positive in all things. And you can look specifically for the characteristics that you want in your body now. So work on your self-image and start seeing yourself as that person now. Because a lot of people, they skip this step. They say, yeah, I know what I want to look like. And they pick that body. But then they don't work on seeing themselves as that person now. They don't work on their self-image. And until you change your self-image, nothing's going to work. You know, even if you like diet hardcore and you restrict your calories hardcore and you work out like crazy, but if you're not holding that self-image of that person, then you're not going to be turning into that person. So even if you are calorie restricting, you might not be losing the weight. Your body might start releasing more cortisol in order to just hold on to the weight, because you're seeing yourself as a person who holds on to more weight. You're seeing yourself as a bit bigger of a person. So see yourself as the person you want to be. And this requires work. It's not just something, oh, you flick on the switch, all of a sudden you see a new person. You've got to practice this, because you've gotten to where you are today by having the self-image of the person you are now. Now you've got to create a new self-image of being this new person that you want to become. So very important to work on your self-image. I'll post a link in the description for the best audiobook ever talking about the self-image. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. Highly recommend checking it out. The third tip I'd recommend here for weight loss is, instead of going about just changing your diet completely or even just like overhauling your diet and adding in a whole bunch of vegan foods or raw foods or low-fat options, whatever, instead of trying to change your diet, at first, just track your diet. Start the weight loss journey by tracking your diet. Just write down, what are you eating? Bringing awareness into your dietary choices like this is going to let the rest just flow. You're naturally going to start incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your diet once you're aware of how little fruits and vegetables you have in your diet now. Like if you know fruits and vegetables are good, you have the intention of adding them in, you need to be aware of what you're eating now. And if you're not eating many fruits and vegetables now, you're going to be like, wow, like, I might tell people I eat like, you know, mostly raw, but over the course of a day, my breakfast isn't raw, my lunch isn't raw, my dinner isn't raw. Where am I coming up with this idea that I'm mostly raw? And for the people who are saying like, oh yeah, I mostly eat organic, but then you track your diet and you see, well, my breakfast isn't organic, my lunch isn't organic, and like only like half of my dinner is organic. So I guess I'm really not that organic. So instead of like going out and just buying a whole bunch of healthy foods and stocking up, start just by being aware, getting real with yourself and saying, wow, this is actually what I'm eating now. And you're doing this with the intention of not with the intention of going to go buy a whole bunch of food to stock up your kitchen or whatever, and not going out with the intention of, I'm going to track my food so that I know what to change. Just track it to bring awareness to what you're eating. And once you have that awareness, the rest is going to flow. You already have the intention to lose the weight. So new info is going to come along and it's going to say, eat this or don't eat that, and eat this and don't eat that. It's going to be so much easier to add things to your diet and remove things from your diet once you're actually aware, once you've gotten real with what you're eating now. All right, guys, so just eliminate the delusional person within us all and just get real with what you're eating now. Super important. So to recap, the first tip is to love and appreciate yourself now. The second tip is to know exactly what you want to look like and then start seeing yourself as that person now. And the third tip is to just start tracking what you're eating now, all right? If you're wanting to join the 30-day weight loss challenge, just head over to the 30dayweightloschallenge.com and you can sign on up. You'll get exclusive videos from me every single day. You'll get a meal plan to know exactly what to eat, and you'll get workout videos from me. And there's also going to be a Facebook community of people who are going along the same journey as you. So peace out. Thanks for watching. My name is Ted Carr, and if you want more videos from me, hit the red juicy subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Adios.